and Wyatt are 2 episodes away from episode 69.
Nice.
That's
going to
be a very
Debbie Does Dallas kind of situation. It's going to be their first in-person podcast.
69.
We wanted to make the podcast extra nice for you, so we did it in person. All right, you can count me down. We can get started.
4, 3.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Squad Pod episode 63. As always, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. If you haven't already, subscribe, follow, do all that good stuff. We really appreciate all the support we've had. So without further ado, Alex, you have a very in-depth topic you'd like to talk about to start us off with.
Well, if anybody watched last episode, we tried to bring it up on 2 episodes ago, last episode.
Yeah. We talked about last year's Game of the Year.
And we attended. Now they have finally announced all the nominations for the Game of the Year. On December 16th, IGN posted an article. Thought I'd like to go through. I know some of these categories we're not going to played, maybe even heard of.
Yeah.
But, kind of give your insight on them as a group.
Works for me.
So let's start it off with most anticipated game.
Anticipated game.
The most.
And I'll let you. I'm going to read you the 5 that are nominated, and if you want to do a write-in after you vote, that's fine. But we got Elder Rings, God of War Ragnarok, Horizon Forbidden West, the sequel to Legend of Zelda, and Starfield.
What were the first 2 again?
Or like
Elder Ring and God of the War Ragnarok.
Yeah,
say you were voting right now.
Okay.
These are the nominations, so you get to vote.
I haven't played either or like any of the prequels to any of these, but I would assume. I mean, I've actually always wanted to play Horizon Zero Dawn, so I'm going to go with the Forbidden West one.
Oh, okay. All right.
Oh, okay. I'm going to go with God of War Ragnarok. If I didn't go with that, I'll go with Elden Ring, but those games are so fucking hard from software. Like, I like them. I've been actually trying to get back into Demon Souls here recently on PS5, but it's just one of those games where you get a little farther each time and then you hit a roadblock and you're like, fuck this, I'm done for now. And then I play something else for a while, come back to it eventually. But
and forget
God of
everything
War,
you've done.
I'm super yeah, exactly. But I mean, there's not really much of a story to those, at least Demon Souls. I mean, it's pretty, you can pick it up and play pretty easily.
It's the controls I forget. I'm like, damn it.
Yeah, you just got to roll, man. Just roll out of the way, use your magic. But I definitely God of War, man. The last one was great. It was fantastic. I think you beat it, didn't you, Alex?
I did. I 100%ed it.
Oh, you 100%ed it. Damn.
I loved it.
But yeah, I loved it too, man. It was great. I'm eager to see what they do here with like Thor is coming into the picture. But yeah, I'm super interested in see how it goes. Especially all these years later.
I'm just going to go next because I literally have nothing to compound on Wyatt. I'm same exact answer as Wyatt, God of War, and then maybe Elder Rings after that. But God of War, I'm super excited for. Same reasons.
I'm excited to play Elder Ring.
I am. I'm excited for all these games. I don't know what Starfield is, to be honest with you, but I'm excited for the rest of these games.
Starfield is my vote.
Like Elder Scrolls in space.
It's from what's the studio? Bethesda. No.
Bethesda, yeah.
Oh man, you gonna buy an Xbox for it then?
No, I'm just saying, like, that's if I'm just voting, that's what I'm most excited for is Starfield. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dope.
That's just Elder Scrolls in space. It's gonna be fucking amazing. They've been working on that shit for years. Like, I can't wait for it.
Yeah, that's been in production for a long time.
That was a varied answer.
I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna skip this next one because I don't mean maybe best esports team. Does anybody have any idea about esports teams?
I'm gonna say TSM because they got Daquan and Hamlins, but they don't have them.
I'll go with that one.
I don't even think they're on TSM
not on the
anymore,
list.
So that it's because Daquan and Hamlins ain't there no more.
What's on the list?
Atlanta FaZe, DWG, KAI, Navi, Team Spirit, and Sentinels, and the only thing that even recognizes with me is FaZe.
Yeah,
FaZe. Yeah, I would say FaZe because they're the only ones I recognize.
They're the only ones I know.
It's because we're old.
All right.
Go FaZe.
This one might be an interesting conversation. Best esports game, and I don't really play esports, but I watch it sometimes.
Okay.
And you got Call of Duty, CS:GO Classic. Damn, I can't believe that thing is still in there.
Yeah.
Dota 2, League of Legends, and Valorant.
See, I'm not big on the MOBAs.
I want to say Valorant.
Valorant?
Yeah, I like Valorant just because I played a tiny bit of it, and like out of all those games, that's the one I play a shitload of Call of Duty, but I don't really like watching Esports Call of Duty because it just pisses me off. You know what I mean? But Valorant, there's cool shit that I've never seen before. It's such a different game, so I'm gonna roll with that.
I'm gonna agree with Vernon. Call of Duty is pretty much the same thing. I'm just gonna watch people just do what pisses me off when I play, and then
yes, it's gonna piss me off.
CS:GO again. It's just I think it's just because the skill gap is just way too high for me. Like I'm just watching it and I'm just like I don't even know what they're just clicking on the heads and everyone just dies in one shot. Nah. I can't. But I'm gonna go.
I don't know, man. I don't really have an opinion. Yeah,
I don't either. I'm with you. Probably Call of Duty because it's the only one I play and would be interested in at all. If I would even watch it.
You don't know what Valorant is?
No, I know what it is, but I know what League of Legends is. But Call of Duty is the only one like I have any interest in that I play. So I don't play Valorant.
I think if I gave it the time of day, I would be into League or Dota. But
me too.
I don't.
It just seems like an investment. Seems like an investment.
Yeah. They're free though.
I skipped about a million things because it was like content creator of the year, coach of the year of an esport, and that's not our scene, so we're moving on. We're going to best multiplayer game. We got Valheim, New World, Monster Hunter Rise, Knockout City, It Takes Two, and Back 4 Blood.
You played a little bit. It Takes Two, right, Alex?
I played a lot of It Takes Two.
Yeah.
You know, I've wanted to play New World, so obviously I don't know what that would be.
Back 4 Blood's great, but I feel like we had a lot of crazy times with Valheim.
I was gonna say Valheim came back to, and just like
I would love to play that shit today. Like
I still have it.
We don't.
Oh, I still have it. I never got rid of it. I'll go back to it. It's just one of those games. Valheim to me is one of those games where I lose interest because, and like Vernon, this is why Vernon loves this game. I don't want to sit there and build for two sessions in a row. I'm like, no,
I do.
I'm sick of building this shit. I don't want to
do. Vernon just builds while we're not on, and then when we go to
that's
play,
what we started doing.
Everything's good to go.
I thought you were gonna say like, you guys go out and do shit, and I'm at the house building shit up. You know, me and Wyatt were back at the crib, fucking building patios.
Me and Alex go into the dark woods and die.
But I do like going out doing shit.
I gotta say my personal vote though would be It Takes Two. I know none of you guys played it, but my girl isn't a huge gamer, and it's a game we play together, and it's some of the best co-op experience like you can have. Like, it's not why I played a game like it in A Way Out. It's the same developers. Like, it's where like Back 4 Blood and Valheim, you could play alone, you could do it. It Takes Two, you need another person. Everything is relying on each other. You're doing it with each other. Like, to solve your puzzle, you have to have her solve her puzzle and kind of move on. And it's a great multiplayer game. So that's my vote personally. But sorry,
sounds
guys,
good.
Something I never played before. It's a fantastic game.
I'll probably say Valheim. That was mine.
I think I'm gonna say Valheim over Back 4 Blood too, only just because of the variety. Like, there's just
variety.
Yeah,
all about variety.
Back 4 Blood's great. I'd say it's a close second.
Yeah,
Back 4 Blood.
Back 4 Blood. Oh, he went in.
Damn.
Yeah, I love that shit. It's fucking.
I do
great.
love that shit. I'm excited to go through it again. All right, this might be one why I don't give two shits about. Best simulation / strategy game. Age of Empires, Evil Genius World Domination, Humankind, Inscription, and Microsoft Flight Simulator. I'm just gonna go
Age
first.
Age
of Empire is the only one I know. Really.
I know Flight Simulator, but Age of Empire, because I think I have played Age of Empire before, like some of the older ones. But that's the only one I recognize.
I used to play Age of Empires on my like old Sprint phone, like years ago, like a crazy watered down version of it. But like that was like. I remember playing that on PC when I was younger, and then seeing that on my phone, like it was just mind blowing to me back in the day. You know, like I'm gonna get to play Age of Empire, like, you know. So I'm gonna pick Age of Empire.
Yeah, I've heard it's not my bag, baby, but Microsoft Flight Simulator is apparently one of the only 10 out of 10 games this year. Like, if that's your thing, I heard it's fantastic.
Apparently, it's on VR, and that would probably be the only way I would play it if I did play it. Is you just actually just chill it. But apparently, on Flight Simulator, you can just put that bitch on autopilot once you're up in the air.
Just take a
so
plane
you can
ride.
literally just take off, and then once you're in the air, just put on autopilot to your destination. You just chilling, just looking.
I think the fun of Flight Simulator though would be like going up and coming down. You know, I feel like the in between is the boring part.
Yeah, that's all you do, just going up and coming down.
I don't, but it's real going up and coming down.
Yeah,
you know? It's not like
that way. If you ever get an emergency situation on a plane, like, your pilot goes out or like falls asleep, has like narcolepsy or some shit. Hey, you know how to fly. Play Flight Simulator.
Maybe we're changing our boat right here. Ages of Empire is not going to help me in real life.
That's
Microsoft
true.
Flight Simulator at least might give me a fighting chance.
Age of Empires help you whenever you want to take over a small country.
All right,
that was not on my to-do list this year, but
best sports / racing game. We got F1 2021, FIFA 22, Hot Wheels Unleashed, Forza 5, and Riders Republic. I'm really only interested in 2 of these. I am gonna buy Hot Wheels Unleashed. And if I can convince you guys, I'll probably buy Riders Republic. If I can convince you guys.
Write in PGA Tour 2K21. That's my sports game.
That's not on there.
The hell is Riders Republic?
Oh, that game where you can like be like a snowboarder or like a bike or a plane. You can switch
you can transition real quick.
Yeah, all of it.
I haven't seen videos of that.
I haven't seen that.
Look cool.
Yeah.
You can like hang glide or
snowboard or bike or it's like a huge open map. You can just go in together and just do like crazy shit together.
That's cool.
It is cool.
It's
cool. It's the sequel kind of to there was a game called Steep.
Yeah.
It's basically a sequel to that, but with like more shit. It's not just snowboarding and hang gliding this time.
Cool.
So
interesting.
But Hot Wheels, me and Vern talked about this. Oh, it's F1 2021, FIFA 22, Hot Wheels Unleashed, Forza 5, and Riders Republic.
Okay.
Hot Wheels, by the way, is apparently like the best racing game to come out in years because it got like huge reviews.
Really?
Yeah, dude, look them up sometimes. It's like 9 out of 10s and 10s out of 10s all the way across the board.
I would say I'm a 50-50 on Hot Wheels and Forza.
Yeah, but I think a game of the year, I think of Forza.
I get it.
Hot
like
Wheels,
racing
man,
games or some shit.
Look up that shit. Hot Wheels is the real deal. That shit's got like crazy realism, apparently.
Apparently, it's awesome. And they have all the licensings that like Hot Wheels has, so they can have like the Batmobile and shit, you know?
Oh, okay.
So like, I don't know. I'm pretty excited for that. I would say Forza 5 too. I'm just salty about it because I can't buy it because I won't be buying
PC?
I'm just not a PC gamer, man. I couldn't see myself ever coming down here by myself and just like gaming, you know? Like, it's just not gonna happen. Anyways, best family game. Oh man, I already got my winner. I didn't look at these yet either. It Takes Two, Mario Party Superstars, new Pokemon Snap, Super Mario 3D World, or WarioWare. Get it together. And I just want to say that Nintendo has 4 out of the 5 of these categories.
That's their market.
That's their market. And my answer would be Mario Party Superstars because not only do I love it, I bought it day one, and me and my kids play that shit every week for family night. So it's just got to be my answer.
I'm going to new Pokemon Snap because I played through it and it's amazing. It
is dope.
Yeah,
is it
I would say Pokemon Snap just because I played.
Yeah, because my kids love it. They love watching it.
The only one I played was Mario Party with you guys, but I have seen like Mario Party, the Mario, what's it called? 3D Land
3D
or
World.
Super 3D World. But Mario Party is the only one I played. It was enjoyable.
My argument with all these would be It Takes Two's only 2 players, so I don't know how that could be family night. Pokemon Snap's only 1 player. It is cool to watch. My kids do it too.
The levels are quick, so it's like it'd be easy to pass.
You can pass it around. Super Mario World I've never played, and WarioWare I also own. It's too. My kids don't get it. It's too like quick.
Yeah.
It's just like bah, 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 and my kids are like, whoa, they're just like overloaded on senses. They don't understand. So Mario Party Superstars is my favorite. It's the new one, by the way, not the one we played, but it's it's Mario Party.
Yeah.
Mario Party. All right. Best fighting game. Okay. Demon Slayer. I'm not going to even try to pronounce the rest of that. Guilty Gear Strive. Metley Blood. I never even heard of that. Nickelodeon All Stars Brawl and Virtua Fighter 5.
Oh, Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl.
I will too, because it's the only one I'm excited for.
I heard they have a lot of like cool characters in that.
The only one I know really.
Did you see the Warner Brothers one?
Yeah, I
got
see that they're coming out with one.
Wait, really?
I can be Shaggy versus Scooby-Doo versus Batman.
Well,
and not only that, they gave Shaggy the Super Saiyan power.
The Super Saiyan, where he can charge up like the meme.
They actually gave Shaggy Ultra Instinct.
Yeah, they gave him the meme power. He like does it in the stage.
Yeah, it's canon now.
It's pretty funny. So we might, and it's free to play too. It's gonna be like Brawlhalla. Yeah, Brawlhalla.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's gonna be like that. It's free to play. You're gonna have to download the characters. Probably it'll come with a roster to do it, but like
Ultra Instinct Shaggy will be like $60,
dude.
But
might be worth it.
Might be
worth every dollar. Vernon, did you give a vote on that?
My vote is DBZ Fighters.
No, that's not on there.
Agreed.
Not on there.
I never even played it, but I agree.
And that game's like 8 years old.
Yeah, but it's dope.
Oh my god, I can't believe this made this list. Best RPG. We got Cyberpunk 2077, Monster Hunter Rise,
Yikes.
Scarlet Nexus, Shin Megami Tensei 5, and Tales of Arise.
Oh, Monster Hunter.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll Monster Hunter too.
Mine would be, and weird. I'm actually pretty in tune with the JRPGs. Shin Megami Tensei 5 is a series I've wanted to get into for a while, so that's the one I'd be most interested in.
I'd love to say Cyberpunk, but it's just not happening. So
yeah, I don't know. I'm not with that boss.
I mean, I'll go with Monster Hunter because it's the only thing I've played. So
that Tales of Arise got like a 9 out of 10. It's a PS5 exclusive, I'm pretty sure. But it's apparently pretty good.
Cyberpunk make it?
We're starting to get to things that we can be more relatable to. Best action/adventure game. We got Marvel Guardians of the Galaxy, Metroid Dread, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, Resident Evil Village, and Psychonauts 2. My only game I played out of that would be Metroid, and the only other game I'd be excited for is Marvel. So Metroid would be my vote, with Marvel being my running.
You were really hyping up Metroid, and I remember playing
Metroid's dope.
Was it Metroid? What was the GameCube one? Was that Metroid Prime?
Fusion.
Oh,
no, the first person one?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, Metroid Prime.
Fusion. Yeah, I remember playing that.
That's Metroid Prime.
I'll go with that.
Metroid is dope.
If I play it, I mean, everything I've seen on it, I want to say Metroid Dread, but man, I beat Resident Evil Village a couple times, so I
thought you'd say Village. Yeah, I'm gonna say I thought you'd say Village.
Yeah,
Burn?
Village was a blast.
Guardians of the Galaxy for sure.
Yeah, I'm excited for that one, and I heard it's good.
That game, I've seen little clips of the story and everything, and it looks fucking great.
I've been avoiding it.
Such an original story.
I've been avoiding it.
I've just been looking at little clips. I started playing Miles Morales again, and like, I love that game. I
love Miles Morales.
That was I know that's random as fuck, but like, oh my god, I was playing it last night. I fucking love it. So that's what I'm probably most excited for. Would be play Guardians of the Galaxy.
All right.
Next. What's that?
Burn okay?
You all right, Burn?
Can't hear us. He took his headphones off.
I am.
Something must be afoot.
He also got some feedback.
You all right,
bro?
Get some feedback?
Yeah, we can hear
quieter.
Did you see my reaction?
Yeah.
I didn't see that on camera. Like, I'm just chilling, talking to y'all, you know what I mean? All of a sudden, it's like as loud as it possibly could be. Like, oh my god, that shit scared the fuck out of me.
I didn't hear anything.
I just,
yeah, we didn't hear anything.
It's all good now. Everything's Gucci. That shit freaked me out. I was like, what the hell?
Moving on, we got Best Action Game. We got Back for Blood, Chivalry 2, Deathloop, Far Cry 6, and Returnal.
Ooh,
Only because I've only played it. Back for Blood would be my vote, but I'm super excited for Deathloop. So,
I would probably say the same thing. I want to play Deathloop and Returnal.
I don't want to play Returnal eventually.
But yeah, Back 4 Blood's the only one I've played, so that's the only one I can really say.
Yeah, I'll say Back 4 Blood there.
Back for Blood, Burn?
That shit had me shook. I'm sorry. Yeah, Back 4 Blood. I'm gonna go grab a water real quick.
No problem. I'm just gonna move on without him, I guess. Innovation and accessibility, and I'm gonna read the description real quick. Recognizing software and or hardware that is pushing the medium forward by adding features, technology, and content to help the game be played and enjoyed by an even wider audience.
Okay.
I don't even know how I would take a vote on that because I don't know it enough.
Yeah, I wouldn't know the back end of it, but I know what are the options.
It's Far Cry 6, Forza 5, Marvel's Guardian of the Galaxy, Ratchet and Clank Rifts Apart, and The Veil: Shadow of the Crown. I'm gonna say for accessibility, Forza Horizon 5, because I've seen those videos of them putting all like the helpers on and just leaving the controller go, because like it like will drive itself at that point.
I'm gonna say whatever is on PS5 because of the fucking haptic feedback and all that shit.
Sure. I don't know how much we got on that.
When it comes to innovation,
I didn't know this was a VR game, but I got one for this. I know why it's gonna pick. Best VR/AR game. Hitman 3, I Expect You to Die 2, Lone Echoes 2, Resident Evil 4, Sniper Elite VR.
Resident Evil 4. I actually just finished it on VR a couple days ago, and I immediately went on the hardest difficulty.
Went back.
Rolling. It's so easy, bro, because you just like instantly just headshot, pop, pop. Got the like best guns from like your previous playthrough. Oh yeah, so you just rolling, dude. It's so fun.
The thing I would be excited for, and I haven't played any of these, but Hitman 3 sounds super fun on VR. I feel like that'd be kind of.
I didn't even know that was on VR.
Me either. I think Sniper.
I hear they're great.
They are great. Sniper Elite would be fun. And because it's the only game I've played, my vote would be I Expect You to Die Part 2, because I played the first one, and the first one was super fun. It's just so like
crazy to me that they're still making Sniper Elite games, bro, because they've never been like super huge or popular, but they're always making them.
Yeah,
they've been around forever.
It sounds like the type of game someone's grandma would buy, thinking it's Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Listen, the zombie game we played, that Dead Army or whatever it was called, that's just a mod of Sniper Elite that they made into a game.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's all that is. Yeah. The zombie trilogy.
Fucking serious?
They just were like, let's just do it, but with zombies.
It was a mod or a recreation or like a game mode that they just made into like its own series. And there's like 6 of them now, or however many there are now, you know?
Yeah. That one we played was like the 4th one, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like that series has been going strong. It must be like super popular in Europe or something, you know, like it sells.
It has to be popular somewhere. It has to have its fan base enough, and they're probably cheap as fuck to make too.
Yeah, you're just redoing it again and again and again. Yeah. But very cool. Best community support, recognizing a game for its outstanding community, transparency, responsiveness, inclusion of social media. I don't know how we're gonna vote on this too. Oh, I got my vote.
Project Red.
Apex Legends Escape, Destiny 2 Beyond Light, yeah, fucking right. Final Fantasy XIV Online, Fortnite, and No Man's Sky.
What was the category?
Best community support.
I'd probably say Fortnite.
And I love how 2 of those options were such huge letdowns on release. Like,
I know, but No Man's Sky has turned it around.
And I hear Destiny 2 is actually really good. It's just we never gave it a good shot.
All of them have pretty good communities, but this is tough.
Yeah, Bungie is pretty good.
I'm gonna say personally, I'm with Wyatt. I think Fortnite. They really do a lot for their fans. I'm not a personal fan of Fortnite. Apex is my game. Yeah. But like Fortnite always be.
I say
pushing shit out.
Fortnite because I don't play it anymore, and I'm not like I don't follow anything Fortnite, and I see Fortnite constantly. Like,
Oh, I still
new
know what's
shit
going on.
that's like
Yeah.
Yeah.
like people are posting new shit about what's coming out here or whatever, and I'm like,
They
I
just put
see it more than
Naruto in the
anything
game,
else.
bro.
They put Naruto like for like.
Yeah, that's crazy. I
Here's
saw
the
see like
crazy
I
thing.
know about that because I keep seeing new shit that's coming out for it.
And the cool thing about that is not that Naruto's not popular, but they'd be putting characters out that are going to sell to like 500 people, you know, and like that's not usually what games do. They want the
But
widest
those
audience.
500
Like
people are gonna spend $20
Yeah.
on that skin.
exactly, like Fortnite's like, nah, put it out. Who cares? You know, like appease the Naruto fans. You know, like
If they
who
put
cares?
Dragon or fucking Goku in that shit, I might start playing it
We're
again.
gonna
bound to
play-
happen.
we're gonna have to buy the
It's gonna
skin.
be
Oh well, it's coming though. And if Naruto's
it's gonna
in
be
it,
Bound to
Fortnite
happen.
just because like it's like you guys are saying, like, and I think on the flip side of that, it's the amount of support that the Epic Games and the resources that they have pour into Fortnite.
I mean,
Yeah,
that game is
They're making
updated
fucking
Every
weekly,
day.
damn near, you know,
Yeah.
every day. So it's since day one, damn near. Since when we were playing it, they were updating it, new weapons, new
It's
items.
kind of been their
Like,
thing ever since. Like,
yeah.
exactly. So that's what I'm gonna say. They're definitely the best as far as that goes.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree.
Yep.
I've only played one of these, but best mobile game, we got Fantasian, Genshin Impact, League of Legends, Marvel Future Revolution, and Pokemon Unite. Sorry, no Pokemon Go.
it's a 5-year-old game now, so makes sense.
Pokemon or Marvel Future Revolutions is dope. I have played it, so that's my
the
vote.
new one. Right? I did play that.
It's dope.
It's different from Future
I have not
Fight and stuff.
played-
And,
Pokemon Unite, but I did play League of Legends Rift for a little bit, so and it was pretty good. So and they had a Sun Wukong character, so it was like, okay,
There you go.
got my monkey.
Any
game.
vote, Wyatt?
I'm down with
I'll
it.
just go with League of Legends, I guess.
Okay.
I don't really
These I
play
don't-
mobile
yeah.
games.
It's actually
So I didn't play anything.
It's
so.
really good. I actually just deleted it though, but it's pretty good.
All right, so best debut indie game, we have Kenna, Bridge of Spirits, Sable, The Artful Escape, The Forgotten City, and Valheim.
I want to play that
Oh.
kind of Bridge of Spirits. It
That's
looks
actually
pretty cool.
that's actually my vote. The only reason I downloaded Valheim was because of you guys. I'm actually excited for Kenna, Bridge of Spirits, so that's my
I don't
vote.
know what any of
It-
those other
it looks
games
good.
are.
Yeah,
So
I'm gonna
that's
say
yeah.
it's
that's
Valheim.
why I'm.
Yeah, that's all right. Well,
If I knew
I
more
think I'm-
about them, my vote might be different.
Sure.
I just don't know.
I don't
anything
know
about
any
Yeah.
of the other three. I don't know what Sable, The Artful Escape, or Forgotten City is. So
I think I'm gonna pick Kenna.
I'm gonna
Or
pick
just-
Kenna with you. I think we're gonna split that. Best indie game, so not debut, but best indie game. And again, I only know one of these. 12 Minutes, Death's Door, Kenna, Bridge of Spirits, Inscription, and Loop Hero. I only know Kenna, so it's my vote.
I actually have 12 minutes in my Steam cart because it looked really cool.
Yeah.
I forget who's all in it. It has like Willem Dafoe in it, but it's pretty much like kind of a top-down view game, and it's a story just like a detective comes to knocking at the door about a murder, and pretty much it's one of those games that you just have to. It's trial and error because like one thing results in your death, and you have to start over, and then you have to kind of just
Like a
pick a
visual
different
novel or
thing. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, it's like a one huge story, and whatever you do affects it, or it can kill you, or the other. It's crazy, bro. Look up some like the trailer for it, and you'll see what
I
I
will.
mean.
Hmm,
Because it
definitely
looks
will.
it's pretty cool. I'm interested in that one.
So your vote's 12 minutes.
Yeah, I say 12 minutes.
I don't think Evan
It's
knows any of those
interesting.
games.
It's a loop
so.
game.
I gotta just put it on a wheel and whatever it lands on.
Yeah. Vernon should be here for this, but best ongoing game, you got Apex Legends, Call of Duty Warzone, Final Fantasy Online, Fortnite, and Genshin Impact. I feel like we could make the same argument for Fortnite again with the community support, but
Yeah.
my decision would be Apex. I just think it's a better game cycle. I like Apex.
I feel you.
I'm gonna say
Apex.
that. I mean, I truly, if it was a 4-player game, I think we would be playing it way more. I mean, and you guys
Oh,
play it
yeah.
already a lot. I really enjoyed
Yeah.
Apex. Honestly, I think I enjoyed it more than Fortnite as like a gameplay perspective.
Me too.
Fortnite was
I
just
fucking
fun.
love Apex Legends.
I love
that
Apex
is me and
Legends.
Alex's shit. Like
Yeah.
you guys, you know, because that's the only game that like me and him play. Like when
Just
we're not
us.
with you guys. You know
Yeah.
What
what I
was the
mean? Like,
category?
exactly. You know,
Alex?
Best ongoing game.
Best ongoing game.
I mean,
it would be hard to not give it to Fortnite though.
I'm still going to get. I think even though I agree with you, I still think I'm still going to give it to Fortnite for everything we mentioned before.
If we're being objective,
yeah,
like
objectively,
that's
yeah. Like Fortnite came out of nowhere,
I don't really
and in
have
2
a dog in the
seasons
race.
dominated the market and never really stopped.
See, I think even objectively, I pick Apex. Now, while again, Fortnite's got the better community support, I'll agree.
Never
the
released in the single player.
gameplay loop for me on Apex is better. Like the game itself is better. Like just the fundamentals of it is better for me.
True, but like
that
some people like the like Fortnite, it's the same ground, but it's always changing. The meta changes, like drastically a lot. Like where in Apex it does change, but it's always pretty much the same thing. You know what I mean?
And I feel like
it changes drastically in Fortnite, so it's just a different game. If it's still,
I feel like Warzone is on the opposite end of that, where it changes so little that I mean, it gets stale very fast. But
I think Call of Duty, unfortunately, and I like Call of Duty's Warzone. I think, unfortunately, they haven't done enough to stop the original problems, where the original problems were a lot of campers, a lot like you were rewarded for just chilling and waiting. And Apex has done away with that. Like there's a lot of legends that can completely nullify that, you know, and even Fortnite, the building, it makes camping not really a thing anymore, you know, where Call of Duty to me is it's literally the same gameplay loop, where Fortnite's different because of the building, and Apex is different because my strategy on how I beat a team depends on who is on that team. You know, if there's no Bloodhound on that team, I might hide in a corner and wait for them to come. You know, but like if it's somebody a little bit more aggressive, then I might charge them. I'm like, okay, I got to get to them.
You have your own strategy. It has its own strategy.
If I see a Caustic on a team, I'm not going in the building he just ran in. Like it's just not going to happen.
I feel like Call of Duty kind of perfected the basic military battle royale style, like the PUBG kind of thing. Like I feel like at that point, it's like I don't really think much is gonna take that over. Where Fortnite and Apex, they're so different while being the same kind of thing that they're just better.
I agree. I think we put our vote in. I don't know if any of us have heard of any of these games. I've heard of one of them. But Games for Impact for the most thought-provoking game with a pro-social meaning or message. I don't think that's a fair category. It doesn't have to be a pro-social meaning. But anyways, Before Your Eyes, Boyfriend's Dungeon, Cheer Corey, The Color's Tale, Life is Strange, True Colors, and No Longer Home. I've only ever heard of Life is Strange. So
that's the only one that sounds vaguely familiar.
Yeah, I've heard of Life is Strange.
I'm not even casting a vote.
That's fine. I would give Life is Strange a vote because that's the only one I know.
Yeah,
man. I don't even know what kind of category is that.
Social impact, man. All right, best performance awarded for the individual with the voiceover acting, which I don't really super care about in games, but we got Erica Mori in Life is Strange. I'm never going to be able to pronounce his name, but the guy from Breaking Bad in Far Cry 6,
Gus.
His name? But it's Shinkario Espinito, and I don't want to butcher the names.
Yeah,
sorry,
I know who you mean though. He's the bad guy.
Jason E. Kelly in Deathloop, Maggie Robertson in Resident Evil Village, and Ozami Akaga in Deathloop. 2 Deathloops.
I'm guessing that chick from Village is the big lady.
Lady Demetrius.
Yeah, she's not even in the game that much I wouldn't give it to her on that one. I'd probably say just based off the actors there, just the dude from Breaking Bad.
Yeah, Breaking Bad wins all the time.
I would say either him or the Resident Evil Village because both of their games were literally sold off their performances. Like
true,
like that was the point of those games. So
true. He probably has a much bigger role though in Far Cry than she is in Village.
Probably not because Far Cry you climb towers, hit a button, run real maps, go to the next tower.
Yeah, but they make the trailers and shit make it seem like she's in it a huge deal in the game and she's really not. But
Wow.
I mean, it's I don't know. I haven't played Far Cry to really know, but that I'm going with Far Cry though.
Fair enough.
I'm gonna go Far Cry too, just because I haven't ever played that village at all. I'm super scary. I'm not touching it. So like
Yeah.
Far Cry.
Far Cry. All right, I am gonna skip best audio design, and I am gonna skip best score and music. I feel like do any of you want to go to either of those?
I mean, it doesn't matter if we
unless
didn't play
unless
it,
there's
definitely.
titles that you know we're gonna like. But if
Yeah.
not, don't worry about it.
Nope,
I'd
I
love
don't think there's
to
anything-
if there were titles that we would actually know, but
Right.
I will go to
One's the
best.
scores that we've heard.
Yeah, I will go to best art direction. Best art direction is Deathloop, Kenna Bridge of Spirits, Psychonauts 2, Ratchet and Clank, and The Artful Escape. Mine would be Kenna, and solely because I don't know anything about that game, but the art direction is what drew me into it.
Yeah, it looks really nice.
I
It
haven't
looks
seen it
nice.
actually.
I'll probably say the
Yeah.
same thing, Alex.
Do you guys know about any of those games? Deathloop, Psychonauts.
I mean, I know
I
of
would
them.
say either Ratchet and Clank or
Which also
Psychonauts, but like I like Ratchet and Clank just because that's my thing. Yeah, I haven't played it. I haven't played the newer one. I don't even know if it's out yet or anything. But like
It
that
is, yeah.
new one, is that a PS5 game?
Yeah, PS5 exclusive.
Yeah, but like I would say that just because of like nostalgia. Like I used to fucking love playing Ratchet and Clank, so I'm used to that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Alright.
I don't really have. I mean, I know what some of them look like, but like,
Sure.
yeah.
All right, best narrative for outstanding storytelling. You got Deathloop, It Takes Two, Life is Strange, Marvel's Guardian of the Galaxy, and Psychonauts 2.
I don't know.
I never played through them, so
I don't know.
I don't have
narrative,
much of
yeah.
an opinion on them.
Mine would be It Takes Two. It's a pretty touching story. I know I said it's such a great multiplayer game, but it's a pretty
Yeah.
touching story so far. And there's a really sad moment where you kill an elephant that is your daughter's best friend, and you straight up slaughter that thing.
Oh
So
my god,
it's a pretty sad moment. And you're just like, what the fuck are you doing? So
jeez.
yeah, it's pretty brutal.
Yeah,
It's not
I
not always a
really
friendly
think
game.
any of them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can't pick.
Fair enough. It's hard because they're newer games and we're not always up on the like.
Not
the
those
thing.
ones anyway.
Yeah. All right, so that leaves us with Game of the Year.
Oh,
And I know only me and Wyatt have played a couple of these, but maybe you guys can come in. You got Deathloop, It Takes Two, Metroid Dread, Psychonauts 2, Ratchet and Clank Rifts Apart, and Resident Evil Village.
I played Resident Evil Village, and I'm still not going to give it Game of the Year. I love it, but I would probably, even though I haven't played it, just off of based on what I see, and I would give it to Metroid Dread, bro. That shit looked amazing, and I love Metroid, so I'm even super excited to play it. So I would give it to that, a game I never even played.
To Metroid Dread also, which I have played. Deathloop, though, I think from what I'm hearing is going to be in close contention. I heard it's absolutely incredible. It's just a new IP, so it's hard to go against an older IP like Metroid. But I'm kind of surprised It Takes Two is even in this category for Game of the Year.
Resident Evil is.
Like when I was hyping it up for you guys, I was hyping it up as like, hey guys, this is a good game to play with your like significant other, not like, hey guys, this is Game of the Year. You should play this, you know? Like, so I'm surprised it's in there. Not that it's not fantastic. I'm just
You wouldn't call it
surprised
Game
it's
of
in
the
there.
Year.
Now that you're saying it, like it's good.
Now that you know the
Anyways.
competition.
Yeah. I beat it. I didn't beat it yet, but I beat Metroid Dread in like 2 weeks. So like it's fresh in my mind, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Is
man.
that last one though?
That's the last,
That's the
Game of
last
Year.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I would say Metroid though. That's my pick.
Bernie, you got a pick?
Yeah, I would probably just say Metroid just based off of how good you guys say it is, and I would love to play it someday. So like, I would definitely say that. Or I do want to play It Takes Two, man. That shit sounds fun. You've been hyping that shit up this whole time.
Yeah, it does
I'm
look
like,
good.
damn.
It's super
That's
fun.
so
It's,
good.
it's nominated
Play
for
that
a lot of shit, man. Get it with your girls, man. All of you.
All
Just
of
get it
us.
and say, hey, play this with me. Just
It's on PlayStation.
yeah, it's on PS4, it's on PS5 probably, whatever you got.
Cool.
You know. Just get it, put a remote down. Don't tell her about it. Just be like, hey, let's crack open a beer and let's play this game. You know, we've had good times with it.
Interesting. Yeah, I didn't really give a vote. I mean, I'll say Metroid. I mean, I've heard of a lot of them. I mean, like you guys have said, you've been hyping up It Takes Two for a long time, but I don't know, man. You were raving about Metroid for
Metroid's
the
great.
entire time you were playing it.
I think Metroid. I think Metroid is a wider appeal. Where, like I said, It Takes Two is really dedicated to having somebody else to play it with. You know, Like if I'm gonna recommend a game to all of you guys, it's gonna be Metroid. If I'm gonna recommend a game to you guys to play with somebody else, it's gonna be It Takes Two. But Metroid is the better individual experience for sure. It Takes Two is reliant on another person.
But yeah, that's kind of the thing. Like it's
I mean that's a shtick, but I mean if what about the lonely people? What about the gamers that don't have friends and or significant others, you know?
That's true.
It's a good couples game because the story of the game is going through their trials and tribulations as a couple, because it's basically a married couple that's like, hey, we're gonna get a divorce, and it's kind of them discovering what they love about each other, but at the same time be like, no, I still hate this about you, you know, like this irritates me. It's a good game. It's a good relationship game.
Oh no, man. We got to get through Dragon Ball. I don't know if I'll have time to play that. I'll be watching Dragon Ball for the next
feel like it takes
100 years.
Way more than Dragon Ball. Trust me. Trust me. I put a bet on it. She'll enjoy It Takes Two more.
Probably. I don't know, man. She's really liking Dragon Ball. It's weird.
It's weird.
The other
She's
night,
watching without me and shit.
Something's amiss. Something's up.
What we're doing is we're watching one episode of whatever she wants to watch, and then 2 episodes of Dragon Ball, because they're only like 20 episodes or 20-minute long, you know.
Yeah, they're very short.
Yeah, so it's like we can watch 1 hour long episode and then two episodes of Dragon Ball. And then one night she's like, "Do you just want to watch 4 episodes of Dragon Ball?" And I'm like, "What?" She's like, "Well, we didn't watch," or I don't know. It was like we watched her show that one night. We didn't get to Dragon Ball. And I'm like, "Well, no, we can still watch your show." Like,
what have you been watching other than Dragon Ball?
We've been watching You. She just watched.
I've heard about it.
And yeah, dude, that show stresses me out mainly because the dude. I don't know if you guys know much about it, but he pretty much gets obsessed with a woman and then stalks her. And once I don't know much about it. I watched clips of the last season, so unfortunately, I know the ending of the last season that's out right now. But like, I know how he acted already. But the dude, like, when he's stalking people, he's so bad at following people that I'm just like, how is he not caught? And then there's a scene, like, it's like 8 episodes in, he does get caught, and I'm like, it took like 8 episodes for you to realize he's like hiding.
This was the time,
dude. He just like he'll put on a hat and then like follow them in a crowd, and I'm like,
that's the Marvel trick.
Yeah,
man.
Put on a hat.
It's definitely not Captain America.
That's not Captain America.
Wear a hat.
It's messed up. Like,
come on now.
He's in like the one girl's house, and then like they're home, and we got in a car accident, so he's like stumbling around, and I'm like, dude, just leave, like get out of here. But he's so obsessive that he can't. Like he just
doesn't do it. What Evan's trying to tell us is he's into it.
No, I mean I am into it. It's not a bad show at all. But
the drama hooks you in.
It is drama. Yeah, it's more suspense, honestly. I mean, and he kills people too, so there's that whole aspect.
So that's what sucked me and Annette into Twin Peaks, is because it's like nothing but drama and weird like quirkiness. But I totally understand what you mean, though.
Yeah,
I'm not a drama person.
It's so jarring going from like this stressful, like this dude stalking a girl and then like killing the people around her.
Pussy slap.
Yeah, and then we go to Goku and Krillin butt naked, like full frontal, jumping into a lake, and I'm like, you know how awkward it was, like having to explain like. As soon as we start, I'm like, dude, you're gonna see Goku's dong like
it's still like
out of these 150 episodes. Like, I'm sorry, but
this is gonna be a lot of penis.
This is gonna be a lot of like 12.
The last
penis.
like
I don't
20 episodes are great though, or like the last like 15 where he's like grown up Goku and he's in tournament fighting Piccolo. It's awesome.
Bro, where is the fucking cancel culture for Dragon Ball?
I know, dude.
They attacked fucking Big Mouth and they told everybody if you watch it, you're a goddamn pedophile. Why can't you be a pedophile if you watch Dragon Ball now?
I don't know. Goku just has.
I didn't even know there was
effect
a
on
controversy around Big Mouth.
Oh yeah, Big Mouth's a big controversy. They're like, if you're watching, you're a pedophile because it talks about like kids like going through puberty, and it does show some shit where you're like, whoa, like, but it's a fucking cartoon, you weirdos. Like, chill. I wasn't watching this like, oh my god, look at that little girl's vagina. Like, I was like, oh, it's a cartoon. It's a vagina with a face on it. Like, okay, like might be a little different.
It's called hentai.
I've never watched that show.
I've never seen it.
Wild.
It's fucking
it's
wild.
It's the dude from the League, right?
Oh yeah, it's
Nick
more.
Kroll.
It's Nick Kroll. The guy from Key and Peele's in it. Fucking, it's hilarious. I don't give a shit about the controversy. It's fucking funny. It's funny.
I've never even heard of it, to be honest.
You never heard of Big Mouth?
No.
Super popular. Dude, it's on like season 5 in the last 3 years. They've been cranking them out.
What's it on?
Damn.
Netflix.
Okay.
I just remember seeing the like picture of it on Netflix, that big like monster thing. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
I probably have seen an ad show up and just dismissed it.
It's like the puberty monster, and he's the best goddamn part, dude. He's the best goddamn. Him and the woman puberty monster are so fucking funny, dude. She's played by Maya. Shit, I forget her name. Doesn't matter. She's played by like a hilarious actress, and like there's just this funny ass scene at the beginning. And like I've never been a girl growing up, but I just imagine this is what it's like. And she's like yelling at her mom, and the puberty monster's like standing behind her. She's like, "Call her by her first name. Call her by her first name." And she's like, "Fuck you, Sharon." And then she's like, "And now go take a bubble bath." It's hilarious. I highly suggest it. Season 5 like just came out like 4 days ago or 5 days ago. It like just came out.
Jeez.
I didn't watch it. So
yeah, it's on my list. All right, I can put it on my list. I got a ton of shows right now.
Put it on your short list because they're quick. They're like Dragon Ball. They're quick.
Oh, okay,
30,
cool.
25-minute episodes.
That's why I've been watching anime. I just finished One Punch Man for the first time. Yeah, that's second
one I wouldn't mind watching.
Dude, it's
Cody
24 episodes and it's so fucking funny, dude. It's Cody
said it was good.
It's like the guy is so strong. It's the opposite of Dragon Ball. He starts off so strong that he's bored the entire time, and the point of it is that like because he's so strong, he has no like he's trying to find reasons to keep fighting because he's like every time he thinks he's going to get a challenge, he just punches it and then he wins every time, and you know how it's going to end, but it's still entertaining to watch. And
yeah, I've heard it's super good.
Oh, it is good. The last season ends on like a not a cliffhanger necessarily, but it's like there's a lot of the story that's about to come. So it's like it's kind of like you could have wrapped up a little bit more before ending the season.
Yeah,
but I guess some people at work were telling me to watch Jujutsu Kaisen. That's apparently really good. There's a movie coming out. I don't know, but I'm gonna watch it. So.
I don't know what that is, man.
I'm just gonna crank out anime because why not?
Oh yeah.
Well, let's roll into things we cranked out today because I cranked it out today.
Whoa,
that sounded awful.
Cranked one out today.
Whoa.
I know Wyatt.
Welcome to Squad Pod After Dark.
What?
I know Wyatt wanted to talk about.
Just say.
I just listened to the album today, like just did it, like
you
before
did?
we got on.
Yeah, so I did want to talk about do a review of the long-awaited Silk Sonic album, which is the Bruno Mars Anderson Paak collab album. It's been it's been done for like over a year now. They released the first single, I think the end of last year, beginning of this year, and they didn't release the album until now. So I mean, they've released a couple songs over the course of the year, but now the album's finally here. It's only like 9 songs, but to me, I think it's a very solid album. It's great.
It's funny because when you go on their Spotify page, like the 2 or 3 songs have like hundreds of millions of views, and then the next one down has like 7 million. Like you can just tell how long some of them were out, and then the rest were just released.
Yeah, Leave the Door Open was the first one that came out. That was the first one, I think they even won an award at the Grammys for that song, and the album wasn't even out yet. And then Skate came out this summer, and then now the album came out. But I think it's very solid. It's very throwback 70s soul. I mean, they got Bootsy Collins pretty much narrating throughout the whole album. They got who was it? Thundercat is on bass, and then Anderson Paak does the drums and everything. But I love the sound of it because it's very 70s. They use all real instruments and everything, kind of how similar the Roots. They use all real instruments. It's not really computer based instrumentals or anything like that. But it's fantastic, man. I love this album.
Yeah, I never really. I mean, I've obviously heard Bruno Mars songs before, but I never really listened through albums or anything of them. So
yeah,
this was a tight album too. It was
a weird one to start with.
31 minutes long.
Quick.
It's very tight. I've heard they have other songs that they cut out of it, but I'm glad they went with the best ones.
Yeah, this was I was reading one of my chapters for school, and I wasn't even done with the chapter yet. I'm like, this is done already? I'm already done. But yeah, I thought it was good.
2 pages. Evan's just a really slow reader.
I actually am a slow reader.
I mean, I always liked. I mean, Bruno Mars was all right to me. I've never been super huge into his music. I've been a huge Anderson Paak fan the past couple of years. I love his albums. So just knowing that going into it, I knew that the collab was going to be nice because I mean they're very similar in different ways. Especially Bruno's last couple albums, very similar to what Anderson Paak was doing. But going into this, I had high expectations, especially based off that first song that came out.
I'm a little vice versa. I was a much bigger Bruno Mars fan, and I like Anderson Paak. I've always liked his music, but I liked his music. I was a much bigger Anderson Paak fan, but it is a tight album. I just want to get a complaint out of the way real quick, and I do really like the album. I would rate it high. I'm listening to it. It's very 70s, and I'm all into it. And the songs where they're having fun with it. And the theme of it, I'm loving. I love Fly As Me, 777, Blast Off.
Yeah.
Those are high points of this album. I'm just jamming. But I think it even might be the first single. But after last night, it was like a fucking parody listening to it. I was like, this sounds like it should be an Undercover Brother. It sounds like a parody song of a 70s song. And it was the one song of the whole album that really just took me out of it. And I was just what is it? There's that narration in it and that dude talking in the beginning, even the lyrics of it. And I was imagining a scene from Undercover Brother the whole fucking time I was listening to this song. And I was just okay, all right. And I listened to the album 3 or 4 times because it's a quick album. And
it is a pretty quick album.
Each time it came on, I was So
Not
that's
this one.
That's my one negative. A couple of them are okay to me, but 777, Fly As Me, and actually Smoking Out the Window are another one.
I think I was gonna say Smoking Out the Window is probably my favorite.
Yeah, those are good songs.
That song. That's one that's gonna be in my playlist going forward. That's a great one. And I mean, even Leave the Door Open. I understand why they made that their single because it gets in my damn head and it's stuck in there for a while. But like you were saying, 777 is a great one. Skate is smooth as hell too.
Butter.
Skate is nice. Love that track.
I would say for the most part, it sounded smooth as butter. I mean, it was I just kind of chilled the whole time.
Yeah.
I know what you mean, Alex. Is that the one? Is the one you were talking about the one that's in the beginning? She's like, "Do you like what I did to you last night?" It was something like that. Yeah, I remember when that came on. It did kind of take me out, and I'm just kind of I know exactly what you mean.
It's like a parody of it. It was like the scary movie of the album. I was like, what is happening right now?
After that, 777 comes on, and it's just bam, 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 bam,
bam.
in your face. I agree. I agree with that.
I thought it was pretty cool, man. And then Blast Off, I think it's a nice track to go out on. It's very chill. I know the rest of the album is chill, but this one is very chill, it's very melodic. But it's a great song to go out on, and hopefully they do another one eventually. I'm looking forward to Silk Sonic comes back.
It'd be fun. We hear a lot about these collab albums, and I gotta be honest with you. The Chance and Childish Gambino. Then you heard about Kendrick and J. Cole, and I've been kind of let down by all of them. They never come out. Like they put like
Bad
a song.
Meets Evil.
They do have that. There are some, but like I'm glad this actually saw the light of day eventually, because I do like both of these artists, and to see them come together, I'm just like, this is fun. It's a fun project. It's a super fun album, and for 30 minutes of listening time, I think it's completely worth it to listen to.
Oh, definitely. I highly recommend it.
Yeah, I highly recommend it.
Yeah,
have fun with it.
I mean, as for someone, this is definitely not my genre at all. It was enjoyable, honestly.
Yeah, it's fun. Fly As Me is going on my playlist because that shit made me feel like I was on top of the world. I was like, shit made me feel up there. Bernie, you've been quiet. What was your opinion?
I didn't really listen to it too much. I just heard like a lot of the major singles off of it, and I have heard "Smoking Out the Window" or "Smoke Out of the" like that is my shit. Like every time I hear that come on, I'm just like, like. And Wyatt knows Bush, that Snoop Dogg album. Like it just reminded me a lot of that the whole time.
That album's great too.
Every time I hear a song off it, I'm like, this is what I expect out of Bruno Mars and Anderson Paak nowadays, to be honest with you. Like, even going back to Bruno with Gucci and Kodak on that, what's it, Wake Up in the Sky or whatever, it sounded very similar to this type of stuff. So, like, I love it. I'm all here for as much of this type of music as they want to put out, because I love how just like that smooth, like, it's amazing. And have you guys seen the video for "Smoking Out the Window"?
No, I was gonna say the video is hilarious for the video.
Video is great. Like Anderson Paak, like oh my god,
they're all in like the brown leisure suits, like they're performing on like Johnny Carson's show, and they're like have like the three dudes behind like the Pips dancing behind them. That's
so funny.
That part in the song too, he's like, I don't mean to be dramatic, but I want to die. And then he dies, and then he's laying there on the floor through like the rest of the song while they're singing like the chorus. Anderson Paak is on the floor dead, and they just going back to dancing and shit. It's a great video too.
It's great, man. So like seeing these two together is fucking amazing to me. So it's one that I need to listen to thoroughly, but I haven't listened to straight through quite yet here.
Yeah, I think the best part is the energy in the album. You can tell they had a lot of fun making it.
They were having fun. Yeah,
it sounded fun the whole way through.
Mm-hmm.
Their voices sometimes even blend for me. Dude. I didn't know who was singing. Sometimes I was like, "Wait, is this Paak or is this who is this?" You know,
it does go together well. It seems like a lot of the verses and stuff were handled. I mean, Bruno has some, but a lot of it was handled by Paak. Yeah. And then like Bruno was doing a lot of the choruses and stuff. Yeah.
That's what I thought too, and I was like, all right. But they're a little hard to say, which is a good thing, you know.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be, you know, that's what they were shooting for. But good album. Like I said, I recommend.
I highly recommend the album. It was a great album. I'm looking forward to see if they do anything else. I do like these, like you were saying, some of them aren't good, but I like a lot of these collab albums that come out.
Oh, it's not good. A lot of them don't come out. We hear about them.
Oh yeah, some of them
they never show the fuck up. I'm still waiting for my Chance the Rapper Childish Gambino album. Where the fuck is it? Where the fuck's where's Black Friday, Vernon? Where the fuck's Black Friday?
I know.
Kendrick Lamar and
we're
J. Cole.
approaching another Black Friday here. We haven't. Cross your fingers. Maybe they'll drop it this year.
Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole was supposed to come out an album fucking like 10 years ago, dude. Ain't never happened.
We're in high school still.
Man. This shit's starting to become like Detox, man. Like, where the fuck is my album
never coming out?
Oh, Detox ain't never coming out. Yo,
maybe that's the GTA soundtrack that he's working on. He's just like, fuck it. I'll just put it into this GTA game that's coming out. Here's Detox.
Can we just like, just quick sidebar on Detox? Like, one day those songs are going to come out and like, I remember hearing about like Drake working on it and like prime Drake, prime Lil Wayne. Like we're gonna hear those verses someday and be like, God damn,
it's gonna be like the Jimi Hendrix shit, except even like 20 times that. Because
dude,
there's new Jimi Hendrix shit still coming out that was in his vault, and this dude was only active for a short amount of time.
Yeah,
Dre's got so much shit in his vault. I can't even imagine.
Crazy, dude. Detox. We're putting another campaign on. Where the fuck's Detox at?
you got old verses from everybody, like old M, old 50.
You got
Snoop.
old 50, old M, fucking old Lil Wayne, old Drake. Like, give me my shit. Give me the game.
Same with
I know
like, the
you work the
Tupac shit.
game.
After he died, he had like 5 albums that released afterwards.
Hell yeah, dude.
Jeez.
Just unreleased shit. I can't wait. Like, I obviously don't wish anything bad about Dr. Dre.
No,
Hope he has a
lives to
long,
100.
successful life. But afterwards, think about all the crazy, dope music that's going to come out. If they do, unless it's like there's something in his will or so that says, no
don't
one's
release
allowed to
it.
release my music.
Bury it with me.
Or else it goes, maybe like, I don't know how he would do it. Like maybe it will go to the individual artist, like each track. And like, say if he has a ton of work with M, like that shit would go to M or something. That type
but
of
what
shit.
if it's like with M and Snoop? Then who?
Yeah, I don't know.
Joint
That-
custody.
Joint
Joint
custody.
I'm just gonna play.
They have to decide if
Snoop
they
Dogg
want to
gets
put
it on the
out.
weekends.
Joint custody.
Then everybody has to come together. That's the ultimate, like, he's like, I've been trying to release this album for like 20 years now. You fuckers do it after I die. And then like that's in his will is like all these artists have to collab to come make this final album for Dr. Dre. And he's making everybody else put it together because he's such a perfectionist. He's like, I can't finish it. I can't do it. So I have to get somebody else to. And it's going to be all the artists that worked on it.
They're all gonna have to come in like a round table, and it's just gonna be like all the work with a note that says,
it's going to be the
"Figure it
best of the
out."
best putting this album together. It'll be legendary.
Oh, I hope, man.
I
hope
mean, they're
he
doing the
puts out,
Super
like,
Bowl
a-
this year.
I hope he puts out like an
Pretty much.
82 track album with fucking Detox, dude. Just fuck it.
Yeah,
point,
just
who
3
cares?
parts. Like it's going to be a three disc like
Release it
vinyl.
over 3 decades.
Yeah. There's going to be a ton of shit. Just like Prince, bro. There's a ton of shit Prince worked on that's in his vaults. That then now they're starting to release like different shit that's coming out now. But I mean, that's stuff I'm probably not going to listen to as much. I like Prince, but it's not something I'm excited for.
Yeah.
But Dre, I'll definitely go like, oh, what's he got working on over here?
New Dre album?
New Dre albums? Even if they're just beats, let me give a listen.
Yeah.
Think about all the unheard music that we haven't heard of. Of all the other artists that have died that just they've never released.
It's gone.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Gone.
Even think about, I always talk about this when I collect like physical media. Just there's movies, guys, that like were made like recently, like in the 40s and 20s and shit. Like I know that's not recent recently, but like
Right.
within recordable
Relatively, yeah.
history
Yeah.
that are gone. They're just fucking gone. Like nobody will ever see this person's vision, their art. They're just missing. Like we know they existed, but they're just gone. It blows my mind to think of stuff like that. I'm just like, whoa, man, like that's crazy,
Yeah. Well, it's just that, and then there's all these artists have so much music that they work on, and then so many like B-sides that they never use or put on tracks. They just start stacking up after a certain point, and then there's just some cases where they just don't release it for some reason. Like apparently, there's a fucking M has what is it like Relapse 2 or something that he just never released, or
Yeah.
Recovery 2 or something. I think it's Relapse 2 that he just never released, and that's just chilling somewhere.
I could
No.
imagine as an
And
artist,
then apparently
you
Bad
might
Meets Evil 2 they never released either, I guess.
I wish.
like you might get to a point where you do work on something and you're like, nah, I could do better. Where a fan might really enjoy it, but you as the artist are like, no, this isn't like this isn't good enough for me, and they just stash it away when in reality,
And then-
like,
Yeah.
it would probably.
and then you
be
have
awesome.
artists like Lil Wayne, where if he hiccuped on the track, he put it out, dude. He fucking put
Yeah.
Yeah.
everything out, dude. That
That's
dude's
what,
gotta
like-
have like 850 songs, dude. It's gotta be crazy.
That's what Bob Dylan's been doing here for a while now. Every so often he'll come out with this thing called like the bootleg series, where it's just all these old fucking tapes of just different songs, of like different versions of songs that he's recorded over the years. Whether if they were just old demos that he's recorded on piano, guitar, different versions of all these classic songs. And there's just so many fucking recordings, they can just release albums of them eventually, just called the
That's
bootleg
just
series.
crazy.
And it's just all like for all the hardcore Dylan fans that just want to
Yeah.
hear all like the demos and all that shit. There's a new version of the Beatles' Let It Be that's coming out that's like 30 tracks because it just includes all these demos that were recorded at the time as well. That's a huge thing now. It's just like releasing all these different versions of all these old tracks.
I mean, someone's gonna listen to it. I mean, hey.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's definitely interesting.
In the age of Spotify, why not? Like, doesn't cost you much to put it out there. Someone's gonna listen to it.
Absolutely.
Why not?
Yeah, and then you have like reissues and shit. Like there's speaking of like Let It Be, Paul McCartney, I think it was like in the 90s, I think it was. He wasn't happy with the original Let It Be album. So he went back and remixed the whole damn thing himself. And it's the same songs, but they sound clearer. You can pick out everything more clearly in it. It doesn't sound very, I don't want to say compressed, but everything sounds just blended together. Whereas everything sounds more full in the newer version. It's called Let It Be Naked is the new album, is the one that he came out with. It's called Let It Be Naked. And it's kind of a more raw version of the album. It's
Excellent
pretty cool.
word choices there, Wyatt.
Let It Be Naked.
The raw version.
Yeah, I just looked up. I looked up what artist has the most songs ever recorded in history, and it was some Indian artist. She has like over 1,100 songs.
Jeez.
But then I was curious about what rapper has the most songs.
Mm-hmm.
And Lil B, the bass god's got the most songs, dude.
Bass God.
He's been in fucking 3,000 songs to date as a solo artist.
Damn.
Jeez.
Across
So
61
God.
mixtapes, 7 albums, and 1 EP. That's crazy.
Wait, hold on. You said how many?
He's been released over 3,000 songs to date.
Over how many mixtapes?
Over 61 mixtapes, 7 albums, and 1 EP. In addition to his work with hip hop group The Pack, Lil B also claims to have 7,000 songs recorded, which have not been released yet.
That's because this dude just sitting there like, press record. And they just sitting there rapping, doing freestyling. All right, we good. Next one.
That's good.
Next one.
Run it back. The next one.
That's
Give me a different beat. I got this.
That's crazy.
Oh my god. That's
yeah, that's what he's doing in between putting curses on people.
Lil B is a psychopath.
I feel like
I forgot about the Bass God curse.
Bass God curse.
The bass god purse. Fucking, he's a psychopath.
that's still like, if you take all that work that he's done, Alex, with over 3,000 songs, that's an average of 35 songs per piece of work, at least.
Oh yeah, you've never seen
not including all the. That's crazy.
You've never seen a rapper's mixtape, dude. It's fucking like 580.
Like 2 hours long.
Yeah, dude, it's like 580 fucking songs, dude. You got a mixtapes of fucking Lil Wayne just talking to you, just like
spoken.
First 2 minutes of the track is just him talking.
Just chick chatting with you.
Like a live stream.
Yeah, basically. Like a fucking podcast before a podcast.
It was Lil Wayne talking before songs.
Why do you put out free music? Because I have it. It's what I do. Like I remember the conversations that he had with me, dude.
That reminds me of a conversation I had with Lil Wayne a long time ago.
I mean, it was a one-sided, but
it was one-sided. I didn't have much to say, but he had a lot to say. I just listened.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Wise man say.
Wise man said.
We's the F baby.
No ceilings.
No
F is for phenomenal. That ain't how you spell it, Lil Wayne.
I know when he said that shit, I'm like,
got him out here doing that, and then T-Pain rhyming Mansion with Wisconsin.
No,
like,
dude,
it was a different time.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It was a different time.
I was just, again, we talked about secular fucking motion in my conversations. I was just talking to my friends, my other friends, not you guys, not that you're my friends, but like my other friends, about that.
Wait a minute, you got other friends?
You got other friends in us?
About that fucking song. And I was like, that had to have been the first time I heard Lil Wayne, like in not the first time, but the first time. And I was like, man, I don't understand what the fuck this dude is saying. And still to this day, I had no idea what the fuck Lil Wayne is talking about. I don't even know what he's saying. He's just mumbling in that song. He's just like, and I'm like, all right. And I like that song. I listen to that song all the time.
Perfectly. It sounds just like the song.
He does be mumbling. And listen, I don't want to be that hater, but it was like when Lil Wayne first kind of rose to popularity, and I was that hater, that kid. I was like, nah, Lil Wayne sucks. I don't like him, And like it was before like I really got into him. Yeah. But still to this day, now I'm still like, man, you were mumbling through that. You had no idea what you were saying. He came into that booth high, drunk, on fucking syrup, whatever, and just like first take.
He did it so he can just do different lyrics every time, since nobody knows the real lyrics.
No fucking way, dude. I would love to know what the IMDb said. I would be convinced that the IMDb don't know what the fuck he's saying in that, or not the IMDb, the fucking Rap Genius don't know.
Yeah, the Rap Genius
don't know what the hell he's saying.
It just does like the subtitle, like parentheses, intelligently, like
intelligible rapping
lyric.
Well, I don't know what the hell is.
You're crazy. I understand everything he says in that verse.
No, stop it.
I absolutely do.
Stop it, man. Go listen.
He's not like mumbling like these motherfuckers today. You know what I mean?
Oh no, it's not the mumble. It's just the inflection in his voice. He's just like he's just like growling at you.
Listen to it again today, and
I've listened. I listened like 4 days ago, dude, and I still like. And I can listen. It's like one of those things where you listen to songs, and like I couldn't sing you "I Can't Believe It" by like heart. But if the song comes on, I can absolutely sing along with that, and I'll know every word as it comes up. But I will not know every word of Lil Wayne's verse. I just can't do it. I don't know what it is.
I feel like I would be able to, just because of how often I listened to that song back then and how much I was into Lil Wayne. I listened to that song a shitload because of Lil Wayne.
I'll see. Nope, I can't do it. Dude. I'm even thinking about it. I can't know. I don't know what he says.
You don't know what he says. It's fair enough, but like, he's not like you can't not understand what he's saying. Like, it's not that bad.
Well, I would disagree with Vernon. I don't think you could give us a transcript of it.
I could. I absolutely could.
Vernon, we're gonna need that in writing by next Thursday.
A montage of Vern sitting there, like.
I'm gonna need you, Vernon, for next podcast.
I would all like lyrics with like a magnifying
to write me a transcript of it. Lyrics. But I don't want you to look it up.
Oh yeah,
like to compare it.
God, Vernon, you do the transcript and we'll compare it to the official lyrics.
Just listen to it and write down all the lyrics. And I don't know if you guys want like somebody to sit here and watch me or something.
No, we'll believe you. I'll trust you.
I'll fucking don't write it all down. I won't look it up as far as like lyrics or Genius or none of that shit. Like I won't look out any of the lyrics. I'll write down this whole verse.
I need to know how many times you switched it and how many times you listened to it, and that's fine. I don't care how many times it takes you. I just want to know, and then I want to compare.
I can't write as fast as he's rapping, so I'm gonna have to pause it.
No, I'm not even talking about pausing. I'm talking about how many times you actually have to go back through the song and like listen to it again. One time,
one take,
one take. All I ask is for pauses so I can fucking.
But so that means if
rewind,
if you hear it and you don't know what he says, you got to skip it.
Yeah, you got to skip it if you don't.
You can't rewind it with one take.
I won't rewind it, but like I'll do my best.
You can pause it. I'm fine with pausing, but if you rewind it, you got to let me know.
I will not rewind it. I'll do it in one fucking.
This is gonna be good.
I would love to hear this.
I'll do it.
All right, we'll do it.
Your report is due Thursday at 10 p.m.
You got 2 weeks.
Gotcha.
December 2nd
or something. Yeah. I got you.
Oh my God.
Evan, what did you find from the depths of Reddit for us this time?
Oh my God. All right. So, if you guys
did say you had something for us.
Oh, I always do. I'm always going to now because I have to. I've committed to
it's a segment.
So
the segment says so.
If you guys know, and I've mentioned this before on the podcast, but I hate stupid conspiracies. All right, like dumb stuff. I think that there's a hierarchy in how this goes. It starts with essential oils. All right. And then it works its way up to anti-vax, and then it finds its way at flat Earth. All right. So.
Wait, we're going up the hierarchy or down the hierarchy?
We're just gonna be in the whole thing right now, all right? So today,
are we listing like where we think these pyramid of hierarchies are?
It's not, because it's all a pyramid scheme, yeah.
Bottom dumb shit, fucking like
Where? Okay, let me ask
definitely
you.
true.
Where do you find all of this stupid shit at? Like, if you had to pick a social media site that you would find this stuff at, where's it at?
Reddit or Tumblr?
Reddit or Tumblr?
Yeah, for sure. Oh, Facebook too. I mean,
There.
Come on.
So this week
Bingo.
we're going into r/Facebook science. So,
all right.
Get ready for some
Facebook
stupid
science.
So r/Facebook science.
This is people. You know, the people on Facebook that they know better than you. They did their research. The scientists don't
I
know
don't need
this
no
kind of
their
damn
research.
doctor or Dr.
They did their
Fauci
research
to
and they
tell
made a
me.
very long post telling me about their research and their findings, and now I have to believe them. So
They
After
did
control
the research. All right, and when you ask them for proof, they'll just say no. You do your research.
Yeah,
Do you-
or they'll pull
Yeah.
up the 900th page of fucking Google.
Yeah,
I'm like,
you can't
oh,
use
okay.
Google. You can't use
Yeah.
Google or
Can't
NASA
just trust
or
all
the
them sites,
CDC. No.
you have to
Look
use
what you
Bing.
see on the internet.
Before we get into this, can I
Okay.
tell a quick story about
Of course.
Facebook
Liberal
science?
media.
I'd love to hear it.
It's real quick, and I don't want to throw anybody in the bus because I like this gentleman very much.
You don't have
but
to name anyone.
we're arguing about the effectiveness of the vaccine.
Oh my god.
And we're arguing about this, and he's like, most clinical trials take 5 to 9 years or whatever number he came up to me. And I was like, where do you know that fact from? I was like, I've never heard this. And he's like, no, look it up, Alex. So I did look it up on the FDC website, and they were like, most clinical trials take 8 to 12 months, so a year. And with exuberant circumstances, and this wasn't the first time, it can be done up to 4 months in a clinical trial. So I gave him that information, and I was like, this seemed like an exuberant circumstance to do a quick trial run. So he's like, no, Alex, look it up. So then he comes to me with this other website, and the website, and I don't even remember the website, it was some ridiculous website.
Yeah.
It said, people can go through phases of clinical trials, and in the 4th clinical trial phase, it's an optional phase for all drugs, and it can take up to 5 to 9 years. I was like, the optional phase? You wanted this life-saving drug, that this vaccine, that a pandemic's going to go in through the optional phase, and this is argument with
reaching.
me. Yeah, I was like, this is your argument with me right now? And he's like, it's right there, Alex. You can't read it. And I was like, no, I can read it. I see that it exists. I just don't know if this falls in the category of existence for it, Like
Yeah.
There's a difference
believe
between
you.
reading it and interpreting it
for
clearly.
what it means. Yeah, what it means. This doesn't.
Not just to fit your agenda.
Yeah.
You know
this-
what I mean?
this
Just like,
doesn't-
look, 5 to 9 years. It says
5
that
to
right
9
there.
it
That's the
says it
only
right
part
there.
that he read. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Man. And like, listen, he was right. Some clinical trials take that long, but I was like, look up like the polio vaccination. See if that took that long. Like, see if they were like, let's just sit on this. I mean, I know hundreds and thousands of people are dying every day, but just,
But maybe we should take our good old
let's
time.
just hang out. These
Get
5
this
to 9
absolutely
years
right.
are fucking like boner pills and shit, like things that aren't oppressing matter, like
Hey,
like those
hey.
kind-
I know millions of people are dying, but I also can't get my dick hard. What am I supposed to do?
hard.
This is an exuberant circumstance.
This is an exuberant circumstance.
This
man.
affects me.
I couldn't even believe it. And the crazy thing is I was having this argument with him, and at the same time, somebody who was originally on his side at the beginning of the argument was even at the end of this like, oh man, like come on, like you're hurting my argument.
Like, wait,
Yes,
that's
I
the
would-
fucking
Yeah.
information you gave
now.
me?
You're stretching, man.
I love that. And that's the thing that you have to do with these people. And it can sometimes make you look like a dick, but it's like you need to do the real research. And if you actually present them with real facts, 9 times out of 10, they're just like, yeah. No,
Well, I think you can find facts to benefit any argument. I think
Yeah.
you just have to make it relevant to the argument at hand. Like I can absolutely sit here and argue with you guys till my face turns blue that the vaccination is not a good thing. I mean, not that I'm not vaccinated, but because I can find those facts, I can definitely do it for you.
Yeah.
But like, it's not relevant to this situation. Do you know what a pan-fucking-demic means? Like, it's a thing,
Doesn't happen very often.
Yeah, like it's not like a thing that ever happens every couple of years, Like we're in an emergency state right now. Anyways,
it's
sorry.
just
That's
and I don't I didn't try to do. I think there's like a couple anti-vax things in here. Maybe not. I don't know. Yeah, there's one, but because I didn't want to go there the whole time. But
yeah, I know
that's kind of the relevant thing right now, and it's just to piggyback off of you, Alex, with that information. Like, I just don't get how people can look at. I mean, this thing's been out now for over a year now, right? Like the vaccine.
Oh yeah.
There are, I believe it's over half. I think it's like 58 to 60% of Americans are fully vaccinated right now. Do you think if it was that bad, we'd be hearing a little bit more about it? That's like 200 million people that are vaccinated right now.
It's got to be bigger worldwide.
Worldwide. I'm just
China or India.
America.
It's got to be,
It's like, where the problem is there's a lot of people that are under the assumption that think that if you're vaxxed, you can't get the virus at all. If you're vaxxed, then why are you still getting it? Why are people still getting it?
Because
it doesn't work like that.
Do you want to take an 80 to 90%? I'll take a 30% chance over nothing. Yeah. Like, come on.
Well, I'm an anti-masker because I thought Ace Ventura was much better. So.
I did
some ass joke.
But I remember it. I remember the joke. How dumb could it be?
It was a good joke.
It's a good joke.
All right.
All right.
Well, let's get into Facebook science here. So I only got
Kyrie
5 things.
Science.
I didn't want to go on with this. This isn't as quick as like the last one, like with the jokes. They were rapid fire. So the first one is for the ladies. So for per Facebook anyway, your orgasm is based on your pH balance. So a majority of women are not on an alkaline diet, and their vagina is dysfunctional because of all the GMO and acidic food. So they should be on an alkaline diet, so that way their orgasms are better.
Based on that comment, I just want to know how many inches do you think that dude's dick is? Like, just 2?
Based
2.5?
off the profile picture, I'm gonna say 2 is very generous.
It's a fair assessment.
Like, come on, what the fuck?
I
know.
Like, the alkaline diet thing gets me because your body regulates its pH balance anyway. The food you eat matters nothing compared to everything else that goes on in your body.
The man the person who posted this was a man, right?
Yes.
From the profile
Obviously.
picture.
Yeah. Obviously,
how
it was
fucking sad. How fucking oh my god! Like, this isn't my fault.
Alex, I think this guy with the backwards hat and stubble knows how the female orgasm works. All right,
don't doubt him, man. I'm sure he did all the science on one of his cousins. I'm real sure of it.
That's just because one chick told him that one time. She's like, maybe my pH is just off.
One chick, one chick really felt
it.
bad for his feelings.
That's why I couldn't do it.
That's why I couldn't do it.
Balance.
It's the pH. That's fucking wild.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna like these. These are gonna anger me.
I know.
As much as those jokes angered Vernon, these are gonna anger me.
This stuff gets me because it's just like there's people that put in work to actually try to make our lives better through science, and people are just like, nah.
There's people
wrong.
who put in work to being the stupid.
Yeah.
Man. To being the stupid.
Okay. Anyway,
science is a bitch sometimes.
So this one kind of goes with the vax. This is a vaccinated related one. So the baby boomers had measles, mumps, and chicken pox. Today's kids have autism, SIDS, seizures, Tourette's, lupus, allergies, diabetes type 1, ovarian failure, cancer, and much more. It's time to research vaccines.
Cancer.
Allergy. Cancer's not new.
Oh my god. It's time to research
vaccines. God.
The thing is with this is just because we couldn't diagnose things 100 years ago doesn't mean they didn't exist. People have been dying of cancer for probably as long as we have existed.
Sure, and I think
allergies.
It used to be such a clear-cut line before, and now it's definitely a spectrum of things. Like even autism, it's not so much like he has autism, she has autism. It's they are on the spectrum of
Yes.
it, you know? Like, it doesn't have to be full blown, they're fucking counting cards Rain Man shit. Like, there's a spectrum of it now, you know?
Yeah.
There's this, and there's a middle there.
And I
You know,
love how they very conveniently left out things like polio and
Oh, yeah.
all the other diseases that
Sure.
That
The
they were
Spanish
dealing with
flu,
that.
you
Yeah,
know, like the
this
Spanish flu
shit.
was real bad.
The people that write these sort of things, I just picture they're writing them in a dark room, just lit by their computer screen, and they're hunched over, just like, yeah, check the vaccines are bad for you. It's just like, I don't know.
It's fucking wild, dude. And I'm not all about like just dosing your kid with whatever. Like,
No.
and here's my thing, my argument, my devil's advocate argument. I've been told by at least 2 of Tyler's teachers, like, oh, you should get him on ADHD medicine. I will never put Tyler on ADHD medicine. It's just not going to happen. The kid, he's a boy. He's excitable. He's energetic. He gets good ass grades in school, and he does what you tell him to do. Is it harder to rein him in sometimes? Abso-fucking-lutely, you know, like, but I'm not going to squelch this 9-year-old's energy because you want me to put him on ADHD medicine. Is there some people that have ADHD that need medicine? Absolutely. I think they overdiagnose some people.
Yeah.
But like, are you gonna blame that on vaccinations? Like, get the fuck out of here!
Yeah, that's the thing.
Like,
yeah,
get out of here! You know,
there's some of these things, and
Diabetes.
ADHD, autism. There's a lot of things that can be trained with behavioral therapy. Like
Sure.
people with ADHD that might not need medication. You know, like they can be taught how to manage their time and manage their tasks better, and sometimes that works. And sometimes their
sometimes
brains are
it
just too
doesn't.
far gone that like they need something to reel them in. But just like everything else, like, yeah, it's not vaccines' fault. Like, people have been weird for the dawn of time. Like,
especially now that we have a spectrum of things, especially ADHD, I think most people in the world have some kind of spectrum of ADHD. Is there
honestly,
like deep people? Sure. But there's absolutely times when I can't focus. I can't do things, you know, like, is it a crippling? No, I would never say that, you know, but like, even when I was a kid, they told my mom to put me on ADHD medicine. I don't have fucking ADHD, you know, I'll sit and read a book for 8 hours or sit and like, I'll do all this shit, you know.
You know
it's
what
a
the
spectrum.
messed up thing about all that is, though, too, is that they'll gladly give it to kids, but if like you're an adult and you want to do it, they're like, well, no, you're not a kid. Like, you know, you're fine.
I'll gladly dose your kid.
Yeah,
no problem. You
but
can't
like,
handle him. Let me make your life easier.
A grown ass adult that's like, hey, I'm really struggling. Like, I need help. They're like, no, you're good. No.
Yeah.
Grow up. Anyway.
Grow up hair.
But it's not. Regardless, it's not because you got vaccinated for freaking measles.
You know what I don't
was
have?
diabetes on that list?
Diabetes type
Maybe-
1 was on that list.
You know what I don't have? For
Could
my
be the
meals?
fucking cheeseburgers you're shoving into your fat face, not the
Not
vaccine.
the vaccine, man. What the
Oh
fuck?
man, cheeseburgers are American. My granddad ate them.
Yeah.
I love
he's
cheeseburgers.
fine.
Listen, I love cheeseburgers.
They eat cheeseburgers
Come on,
cooked in
man.
lard.
Yeah, man. Come on. My grandpa's fine.
And they used to walk in snow.
We
to
eat
school.
cheeseburgers every day.
Hey, cheeseburgers every day. Smoked a pack of
Look out.
cigarettes.
Yeah,
Drank
put
beer
hair
for
on your
dinner.
chest.
Oh my god! All right, this
I mean,
one's a
let's
pretty
not talk
short
about
one,
my
but I
6
think
uncles that died of cancer, but you know.
yeah. Oh,
Anyway,
so this one's pretty
I'm sorry.
short, but I just thought it was so good. Science. This is the source. Science confirms that people absorb energy from others.
Wait, that's his source.
Science.
Science. Science confirms that people absorb energy from others. And it has a picture of 2 like very poorly CGI.
No, they just had an aura around them, and they're
No, they have like
chakras.
energy shields around them. Not even an aura. They're like energy shields.
Oh, this is like
a shield
Dune.
bubble.
This is like Dune now. We got shields.
Yeah, that shit's cool as fuck.
And
Hey,
you know
if
what?
that's where we're going.
I'm gonna
Fuck it.
say, like,
I would almost agree with it if he didn't
I-
put science into it.
I know. I was gonna
Science.
say, like, it depends on what your
Science
definition of energy
confirms.
is. Because, like, if you're in a really pissy mood, I'm probably gonna get in a pissy mood eventually.
For sure.
But I don't know. Like, I'm not like literally absorbing your energy. Like,
We
Yeah,
all
I feel
hang
like
out.
Give me
and-
your energy.
Yeah.
Your
We all hang out, and 3 of us are in a pissy mood, and 1 of us is in a good mood. Eventually, either the 3 are going to shift or the 1's going to shift. You know, like
it just
gonna
depends on
happen.
which
Right.
one of us' energy is stronger.
Yeah, I guess.
And how good you are at absorbing my energy. I don't know why I assumed I was in the good
very
mood.
weird way to word all that. Like, it was a very vague thing to say there.
I know. Oh, but it has 47,000 views on it, it says.
Oh my god.
Half of those have to be laughing comments.
It doesn't actually, the picture from
Yeah.
Reddit doesn't actually have the reactions on it, so. All right. This one, oh man, I thought this was good. And I'll come back to it when I'm done. But Brittany actually, funny enough, when I read this to her, she said she's been seeing someone on TikTok that believes in this. So the caption says, "Ground yourself. When you walk barefoot, free electrons are transferred from the earth into your body. And this grounding effect is one of the most potent antioxidants as we know of."
I wouldn't even know the real science behind arguing that, but I don't want my feet dirty.
Yeah, I feel like they might be onto something. With
I don't know the real science to argue.
I want to
that.
know what free electrons are, and I want to know how they are antioxidants. Like,
and
I don't
why
know
why doesn't it just go through my shoe? You know what I mean? If it like, what the fuck? Like, I don't know.
Because they're rubber and they don't conduct electricity.
I don't know.
Antioxidants.
That's the only thing that
that's
made
Facebook
science
logic
out of
right
any of
there.
this. Right.
I don't know.
Exactly.
Maybe this person's onto something.
They might be onto something,
I'm flipping
but it sounds
man.
fishy.
Oh God, Alex, don't do this.
I don't know,
Sounds fishy.
man.
Well,
think about it.
So
think about how many times the lightning strikes the earth. Where does that electricity go, man? It goes in your feet.
See, that's not how I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about it like you know how we get technically like nutrients and shit from the sun. You know what I mean? Like different things like that. Like
I was joking, but I could see that. We get vitamin D. Vitamin D improves your dopamines. I don't know what antioxidants have to do with it, but I would think you could absorb.
I don't think it's gonna cleanse.
So here's what here's what Brittany said. This person on TikTok, I forget exactly the term that these people are, but they're like, I think they're called like free moms, where they're like all natural.
I hate mom talk.
That kind of.
I fucking hate mom talk.
But anyway, someone commented. They were like, they said, I'm assuming you walk around barefoot, and they're like, yeah, of course, I'm always in my home barefoot and stuff like that. And I'm like, but you're in your house, on the floor.
You got a dirt floor
on the carpet, like that's not
even less sense.
I don't think your house matters.
You're just gonna hurt your arch. That's all you're gonna do.
Yeah, I thought that one was really good. That I don't get how. I just don't get how absorbing. Like, would it work? Like, if you just rub some dirt in your face, would that do the same effect? Or
yeah, for real. Like, honestly,
or
like
is the pressure from your feet like activating these free electrons?
It's like soaking it out, man. Like when you push on stuff.
But what about a mud bath? I feel like that would do the same thing.
Mud bath, but that's a thing.
So maybe they are onto something, but like that's still a little bit fishy.
I'd have to do my research on that.
Yeah, please. Could you get back to us with some research?
I'll do my research. Can I sidebar about mom talk real quick? Mom talk is the fucking worst, man. You think these people would support each other? And like, I listen to Marissa's. These are the most judgmental people in the goddamn world. Like, nothing is good for everybody. Like, I'm just like, damn, people, mind your fucking business, you know? Like, and I don't even watch it. I just hear it all the time. I'm just like, mind your fucking business. Like, listen, I understand if you're posting a video of you beating your kid, people should be like, hey, you should stop that. But like, people like fucking like feeding their kid formula, like, oh my God, you evil woman. Like,
I know.
Mind your goddamn business.
I'm sure I'll get to this subreddit eventually, but there's a lot of posts on like the Am I the Asshole subreddits where it's like some person fed their niece formula because they were literally starving. Like they were babysitting or something, and they weren't drinking the breast milk, or something happened, and they gave them formula, and they like flipped out on them, and it's like, your baby was hungry. I gave them food. Like,
I gave them food.
Like, what do you want from me? It was, I forget what the whole story was, but yeah.
You'd be surprised, like, and you think like after like you become a mom, you become more understanding, more forgiving. You have a kid now. You know they mess up a lot. Like, you'd be really understanding. Nope.
Like, you're already all messed up from having a baby, and like, imagine someone telling you that like, well, you should be breastfeeding your child, and you just literally can't produce the milk to do so.
Oh, it's not even.
How is that going to make you feel? Like,
dude, it's not the breastfeeding. It's screen time. What I let them watch. What I let them do. What I fucking like. Do I let them hang out? Do I hang out with them enough? How much do I hang out with them? When I hang out with them, am I using the correct verbiage? You know, am I punishing my kids? Should I really talk to them? I'm like, shut the fuck up. You know, like it's fine. It's all fine.
Anyway,
Oh my
people
God.
trying to tell each other what to do and do not do.
And my thing again, mind your goddamn business.
Yeah, that's I feel like Brittany gets into that. Like she'll be watching this stuff and she'll be like, I think they're on their tablets too much. And I'm like, these kids are on their tablets for like maybe an hour or two, 3 or 4 days a week. Like they're not. There's people that literally put their kids on a tablet and sit there all day. Like you're with them all day. You need some time to yourself. Like,
I think we've taken the term "it takes a village to raise a child" because I believe that. I really do believe that. I believe that I am not the perfect parent, and the things I hear from you guys and Marissa and my mom, like I absorb those things and I take them into consideration. You guys have a personal affection with my kids, you know. I don't give a fuck what Mom B said about my kid on the internet. What the hell do you know about my kid? You know, you don't know nothing about my kid. You know? Like I'm not offended if like I'm talking to Vernon and Vern be like, no, I would never do that. You know, like, okay, that's your opinion. You gave it to me. I'll absorb it and take it as I am, you know, because we all have a connection to each other, you know?
Right.
But
and you're right, man, because the same way, like we do have those conversations sometimes where we're just talking about lives as dads. And like,
as dads, yeah.
1,000% like take shit that you say into consideration just to kind of just see if I can fix anything and be the best dad I
get
can
different
possibly.
perspectives. But like you don't gotta feel, you know.
I say things because I also care about Kyrie and his well-being. You know, I don't say things because I'm like, I'm a better parent than you. Like I care about Kyrie also, you know, like I also want to see him become a good human.
And I know that, so I'm just like,
yeah. We might not agree on it, but like, you know, take it in.
It
but
is
anyways,
nice to hear other people's perspectives because, you know, you could be doing everything right and you could still be like, okay, maybe I could be doing it different.
Yeah, you could be blinded by thinking you're doing shit right when really you're like, oh wow, like maybe you know what I mean. Just and that's in a lot of aspects of life, but like especially in parenting, like you know,
parenting's so hard, man. That's a whole nother topic episode. But parenting,
that's a whole nother topic.
It was hard.
Oh man.
Anyways,
I actually only have one more, and I think this one's great. I wish most of them would actually do this more because maybe we wouldn't see as many of these posts. But so this ends with next time you are outdoors at sunset, try this. At sunset, if you stare at the sun and relax your eyes, and your pupil will act as a lens to block out the UV light glare, and you can see this image of what the sun looks like. And it's just like a hexagon shape with like a hive.
Shit out.
That's it.
They burnt their fucking eyeballs out.
And the pictures are just like Photoshop pictures of
this reminds me
hexagon.
Congratulations, you ruined your retinas.
This reminds me of the King of the Hill fucking joke where he's like, he used to be a genius until he stared at the sun and it burned his brain. And Hank's just like, couldn't have been too smart if he stared at the sun.
I just love that. Like, you remember the eclipse happened like a couple years ago? That picture of Trump about. Just looking up. Everybody else around him has the glasses on, and he's just like,
that's a nice sun. That's a nice one.
Oh my god.
It's the best son. That's my son.
Dumb motherfucker.
I'm the only one that saw it without glasses. I can see it. You guys can't.
How are they going to put that pseudoscience? Like, what if my kid read that shit and he's like, Dad, stare at this. I'm going to have to like teach him a lesson right there and then. I'm going to push my kid to the ground.
I think
they're hoping
that they put like at sunset. So that way, like, because, you know, you can kind of look at the sun and like sunrise, sunset because it's not as bright. But the funny thing is these pictures, the sun is at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon in a summer day. It is high up in the sky in these pictures. That is not sunset.
My eyes!
Per science, this is fine.
But it would be great if most of the people that believe this stuff would just do that. And then we'd be good. We'd be good to go.
And did it in the last half of that, it say that your eyes would naturally put UV on?
Yeah, your pupil will act as a lens to block the UV light glare.
Oh, yeah.
And I guess like that's after the glare, when you finally get to see the real sun, it's just a hexagon because it's not real. It's just a projection on our flat Earth.
Oh shit! I'm with this, man. It's all simulation. It's a fucking simulation.
That's what the real sun looks like. What
Real
we're
suns.
seeing is just the circle from the
So-
glare.
They figured out a wall hack, more like a glitch. You
You're
know what
pretty
I mean?
much
Where,
just
where
seeing
if
the
you
light
run
bulb
into
in the
this
sky.
wall very long,
man.
you could phase through the wall and see things
It's
that the
Tru-
developers
it's the
didn't want you to
Truman
see.
Show,
Just
man.
gotta
It's
stare
just-
at the
it's
sun
just the
long
light.
enough.
Yeah.
Oh, now
I'm with
it
them
makes
now, man.
sense.
It
I'm
all
with them,
makes
man.
sense now.
Okay.
Case
Fucking
closed, guys.
Hexagon Sun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
fucking-
I'm with them.
God damn it.
I got a
Next
bonus one
fucking-
that I actually found in the wild the other day. It was
Alright.
it wasn't on Reddit or anything, but it was on Facebook. I follow a couple
In the
pages
wild.
that kind of shit on these people. But I guess the Earth isn't actually flat. The Earth is a whale, and we are inside of it. I don't know.
That guy's
The
fucking.
fuck?
Bro, what?
Yeah, he's super stoned. That
Elon
dude's
Musk.
high as a kite.
Say the Elon Musk meme.
What if the Earth is
What if-
actually inside a whale?
It a whale,
Right.
bro.
I don't know. I also
Fuck,
watched
man.
Men in Black, so could be in a marble,
Yeah.
could be in a whale. Like,
But that's it. That's all I
think
got for you
that-
guys.
Oh my god. Fucking
But yeah,
whale.
that
I
is
think-
all from
I like the
Facebook
theory-
Science.
But listen, with the whale thing, I like the theory of
I'm
like
sorry,
the
Vernon's
whole
like,
Earth is on the back of a turtle's back or something like
Yeah.
that. That sounds a lot cooler
I
than
don't
us
mind the
living
whale
on a
one.
fucking whale.
no, we don't
That
live.
sounds
We're in their
dumb.
stomach. We could just be a microcosm of a whale's organ. Like a fucking like
Okay,
a
well,
cell.
We put it in that terms. I don't know.
do you know what I think of? I thought of
say
this
like
the other day.
four.
You remember that episode of Rick and Morty where they had that colony and it grew like super fast and it like
Yeah.
advanced? I always think like, man, what if that's us? Like
We
we're
could be.
thinking,
We think about
and
this
because
sometimes.
time
Could
is
be.
relative, like time isn't
Yeah, man.
a standard. Like time is what we perceive it as.
It ain't science, bitch.
I'm just thinking
I
like
just
that'd be
think
crazy if
That's-
like
at
if
the
there
end
is
of the
like
day, you
another
can't
world
prove
out
that
there and we're
shit.
just like this little tiny like part of it. And we
We'll
wouldn't
never
know.
know.
We would never know. We could just be in
Yes,
someone's
we'll never
fish
know.
tank. And I don't know.
That's how,
I'll
like,
have to
that's-
get on
I
here
like
every
to think
Thursday
about
night
that
instead of
type of
wondering
shit.
about
We
that.
could be the speck of dust that Horton's listening to. Like,
Where it could be a fucking who, man.
yeah, like this is Whoville, and
Horton's holding us.
nah, man, bless Horton.
Bless
You
Horton.
know,
Fucking be
He was a
Seuss-
god.
Seuss bless Horton.
compared to us.
He really was. He was. And then you know what? At the end of that book, everyone that was such an asshole throughout the whole book is just like, oh, you were right. Okay, yeah, let's protect them. Like, no.
Save the trees.
You guys were
What do you mean,
jerks.
no?
No.
You're just gonna say no?
That whole
I feel like you got the wrong message.
no.
Evan.
The whole
You should
time,
let them help
all
protect
those
you.
other animals were trying to kill them, and then
Yeah,
finally they
kangaroo's a
hear
dick,
them,
I know.
and then they just like flip a switch, and they're all like happy go lucky. And it's like, no, like you guys were jerks. Like,
Fuck
No,
them
see,
they didn't
you're
even say
getting the wrong message.
sorry.
Listen, they came to their ways and then they changed their ways. That'd be like you trying to prove any of this vaccine science bullshit.
I'm
and they're
not
like, oh, I believe
saying-
in you. You're like, no,
I'm
you can't get one now.
I'm not
you don't believe in it.
saying that I'm not glad that they helped and protect it, but I'm just like they kind of
Yo,
skipped
Give me
that.
an apology first.
They skipped that arc of the story. It just went from them being
We're gonna need a
total
sorry
assholes.
if you
I'm
want.
gonna
to
need
say
a
it.
sorry.
Oh, you
before
want a
I,
vaccine now? I saw your
before I get-
Facebook post. What do you
Yeah.
mean? Like, what do you
Fine.
mean, scientist? I'm a
Apologize.
fucking scientist. Apologize.
I think you
Apologize.
missed the arc of that story, man. You're supposed to let them people in.
Uh,
They learn the ways of the way. They're fine.
Like South Park with the Randy and the Jesse Jackson. It'll be like you gotta kiss Fauci's ass. Apologize.
Yeah, yeah, you gotta
Apologize.
kiss
Go
Fauci's
ahead,
ass
kiss it.
if you want a
Apologize.
vaccine.
all right, Alex, I'll give you that. I'm not saying that they shouldn't be nice, but I just feel like we missed a big overarching part there that transitioned them from being murderous assholes to the saviors of the Who's.
Now, my question is, Evan, would you rather the story end with them all being the bigger man and apologizing, or Horton just saying, fuck you guys, I was right? And just
I
backing
I
up?
would rather have seen them
Go
apologize,
themselves.
and then it ends the way it did. I feel like Seuss could have added just one more page, and I would have been.
Well,
Peace, I'm
Seuss
out.
didn't write it. Seuss's wife wrote it, so bring it up to her, man.
You could have both. They could be happy and apologize and say that he was right, and he could still be like, "You still
No,
you didn't believe me in the beginning. Fuck you guys. I was right."
These are my
That's
Those are
not-
my who's. I'm the god now.
I am a god.
I am.
Horton the God. But that's all I got for
Great
Facebook
movie,
Science. Tune in next Tuesday or Thursday or Friday, whatever the fuck we upload this on.
Whenever this
Friday.
comes out.
I don't know. Whenever this gets uploaded. But
Hey, it comes out much
next
faster
Friday
than
with the
Saturday.
Friday after the other that Friday.
yeah, this will be uploaded. We'll have another episode like in 2 days, I guess. I don't know. But no, we gotta give Vernon 2 weeks to decipher those Lil Wayne lyrics.
He said he's gonna do it in 2 minutes, dude. He's gonna one time listen that shit.
Why
That
don't you
verse
have
is
it done yet,
less than
Vernon?
2 minutes long.
I know, but I gave you your
I'll do
pauses.
it. I'll do it now.
Get
You
to
could
work.
have had it done before this thing fucking was
The
done.
cop. All right, that's all I
can't.
got for this
Okay.
week, guys. I don't know if you
Yeah,
guys
that's
have
all I
anything
have,
else.
All right, I'm with it too.
All right,
Yo, you
let's-
think Donald Trump got the vaccine?
They say you did.
Antonio Brown didn't get it.
Wait, was it the
Apparently.
COVID vaccine or was it the hydrochloroquine or whatever it was?
Yeah, do you think
Did
he,
you
get
he
that
took
vaccine?
the Aaron Rodgers route?
Was
He was like, I'm
ivermectin.
immunized.
Yeah, did he say he was vaccinated or was he what was the word?
Immunized
Immune.
Immunized.
with essential oils.
I was just curious. I didn't know if there was like fact or not. Like if
They
Donald Trump was
say he
vaccinated.
is. They said I think he did it on film. I guess they have
Okay,
like proof
gotcha.
that he did. I guess they say he is. I don't
We
know.
could end this. I just randomly thought I was like, I gotta ask this question.
The hydroxychloroquine
Gotta-
/ bleach vaccine.
Ivermectin, the dewormer.
All right, that's a great place to end it. Thanks for thanks for tuning in to episode 63. We'll see you guys in 2 weeks for Vernon deciphering the Lil Wayne lyrics that apparently no one knows what they are. So
Yes.
hopefully that'll be interesting.
I can hear him in my head. He is mumbling, but I can hear him.
You don't
I can
even
hear. I
need-
can make
you
out
don't
just
even need to
fine.
listen.
Vernon's had a
but-
lot of practice. He's listened to Young Thug a lot, so
Be sure to check out Squad Pod Sports, which
He
is still
speaks
uploading
mumble rap.
weekly.
keep running them mouth.
He can-
We'll
I do
be
speak
finishing
bubble wrap.
Back for Blood next Monday, hopefully. So
Hell yeah.
this Monday, I did put finale in the last week, so oops.
Finale part two.
Finale part 2
Yeah.
coming Monday. Be sure to tune in for everything else that we're dishing out. So yeah,
Like and subscribe.
like, subscribe, follow. If you're not on YouTube, if you're listening in, please go to the YouTube channel and hit subscribe. That would be amazing. We're creeping on 100. We just need to get to 100. We're getting
Yeah, we
there.
had 80 now.
Are we at 80
Close.
now? Okay.
Yep, we had 80 now.
Cool. 80th
I thought we were
subscriber.
82.
You're the MVP. I'll never forget you. I'll look you up and I'll never forget you. But all right, guys. See you next time.
See you later.
Squad.